Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Diablo 3. We have arrived in Act 3. So let's help these poor folks.
Tear them down.
Against that guy.
Light the signal fire.
Our mission here is to kill Asmodon, the last of the
We saw
Lords
the
of
signal
Hell.
fire. We must light the rest, but the demons swarm around them. Look out!
That poor man. I can hear the cries of battle already.
Well, we find ourselves in Bastion's keep, the last stronghold of the humans against the invasion of Belial. Oh, look, treasure goblin. Let's send our skeletons after it. And slow it down a little bit. Well, it's not really wanting to get slowed down. Must give it that. And then put a golem there. That gives us a little bit of time to channel some mages. And that takes out the goblin. And ooh, look. We get a belt. What belt is it? It is the String of Ears. So this is a classic from Diablo 2. Okay, though it's very much different. Reduced damage from melee attacks by 30%. It is a nice upgrade. That is for sure. I think in Diablo 2 it was one of the few sources of physical damage mitigation, which made the String of Ears rather popular. Of course, even back in the Diablo 2 days, the no twinker builds were a thing, so oftentimes if you found it you were lucky, otherwise, well, then you didn't have it.
Minions. Bastion's keep has nearly fallen. Many of you have already gorged yourselves on blood and man-flesh. But do not let your feasting delay you. I would have the keep and its commander in my possession before the next dawn. The rest of this world will fall soon after.
Okay, thank you for that little speech.
Do you see that enemy
That is
over
not
there?
possible.
Let us cleanse it from this land.
Trying to stay back here and also keep my mage count up while taking out the boss, and that worked out rather well. And the Enchantress is still very much a fangirl. I always found the Enchantress to be a little bit of an odd
All must
character.
serve the cycle.
Incredibly naive. Almost as if it were a child instead of, well, it appears to be a young adult.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
Lighting the signal fires. I remember there being an achievement for lighting the fires before killing the invaded worms. There's a lot of little touches like that.
It's hopeless.
Okay. Yeah, those are meteors, those are not incoming enemies. So maybe we shouldn't be standing too close. Oh, blues. Health Link, Electrified, Arcane and Knockback. Oh, we're up to 4 mods now. That definitely makes things a little more interesting. Though in our case, I think we kind of pummeled them. Next. Let's just hit this one and then go for the fight. Oh, I think you heard right. I am indeed the best there is. And if not, I'm the best you've got.
My insight grows.
Haha. Level 60. That gets us to the original level cap. Let's have a quick look at what we got. Metabolism for Blood Rush. Provides an additional charge, but doubles the health cost. So it's 10% health, but we get 2 charges. So if you use them both, that is gonna cost you 20% in total of your health. On the other hand, I think we can get away with it. That was all, right? Yeah. Okay. So next level, level 61, we're gonna get access to the expansion level skill simulacrum. I'm very curious to see how that is gonna play. Because that's the only new skill that we have left. I wonder if you don't buy the Reaper of Souls expansion, but you do buy the Necromancer Pack, then you don't actually get to enjoy your level 61 skill, because the level cap will still be 60. Okay, let's go here and light the signal fire.
It's an honor to fight by your side.
Okay, and then we move forward once more. So the health cost for teleporting slightly steeper, but I think it's good. Ooh, look at that guy. Remember his face. We will encounter him again. I think that was one of the first major enemies that got spoiled during the very initial reveal of Diablo 3. Though the fights with that Siegebreaker in the demo or in the video, whatever it was that they showed, was very different from how in the end it turned out in the game itself. But it is nice to see that some things they did remain, although their placement have changed. Okay, I do like the utility of having the double teleport, even though the health price is a little steeper than normal. Let's see, another signal fire.
Our champion is too powerful. Those bastards didn't stand a chance.
And that one is gonna go the way of the dodo. Bye bye. Hope to never see you again. And then there's one more signal fire that remains for us. I must admit, the playthrough of this part of the battlements feels faster than with some of my previous characters.
I think someone is up there.
It's almost as if we're picking up steam the higher level we get, rather than losing steam. So, I guess that's a nice thing. Okay, and what we can do is simply teleport off, and then stick our skeletons on that dude, just teleport him in, and everything else will more or less follow. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, you can make golem-like things. The Gorgor. Well, let's turn him into a chicken. Enchantress. You have the ability to make tough foes literally look like chickens. There's something cool about that.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
More corpses, more essence, and we're back to full. Excellent.
So you're the wretch that's given me such trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soul Stone.
I have trained well.
So, as you might have come to realize, Asbadan is the demon of boasting and taunting. Those are his 2 special abilities.
What in the hells was that?
Nothing you should fear.
Exactly.
We've seen the fires you've lit. Fear has no more hold on us. The catapults could break Asmodan's lines, but we can't raise them from their berths while demons swarm over the walls.
That is why I am here.
But before that, let's have a look at level 61 and our new skill. Land of the Dead gained a rune. Your skills do not cost essence, while Land of the Dead is active. Okay, that is interesting, but still not tempting at all. And finally, for blood, simulacrum. Create a simulacrum made of blood that will duplicate your secondary skills for 15 seconds. So I think I'm gonna replace our bone golem with simulacrum and have a look at what it does. Oh, and leech gained cursed ground. Now curses the ground, healing you for 1% of your maximum life every second for each enemy in the cursed area. Okay, again interesting, but not entirely what I would want. So, buy a golem. And it does have a 2-minute cooldown. I really don't like 2-minute cooldowns, but I just gotta see what it is like.
Here.
It was made for another place.
Actually, it was made for another age entirely.
I suppose that's true.
Okay, we gain a slight upgrade to our recovery, and with that, let's move forward to Stonefort.
We can
Or
turn back the
Stonefort.
tide of demons if we hurry.
First waypoint, but we have enough space to move forward here. Must say, it feels odd to not have this big, huge, lumbering golem with us. Hello.
Thank the heavens you're here. We're down to 4 lads until reinforcements arrive. Trouble is, the lift stopped. We can't see what went wrong through all the muck down there.
This sounds ominous.
Oh, what now?
More of the brutes from below, Captain. What do we do?
Private, if you need to be told which end of the sword goes where, you haven't been paying attention. Fight to your last breath, lads!
I see the purple arrow of Key Warden up ahead. So in that fight we're gonna test the simulacrum, see what it's like, see if it's worth having a cooldown skill on our bar. Or whether we just want to have the golem back.
The lift is moving again! Hold steady, lads! Reinforcements are on their way!
Yeah.
Get ready, men!
Dragus, the soldier of hell.
Victory!
Do you have
We would
anything
have
to say?
fallen without your aid. It was an honor to fight at your side.
I am only glad we made it here in time.
Okay, let's move forward. I see mortars, I see electrified, I see teleporters. Oh, lovely. Let's just get our mages up. And there's a key warden in the midst. Okay, let's take out the regular mobs first and then unleash our clone. Oh, this is a bit of a mixed fight, to be sure.
All is unclear now.
Yes, you. And then you. Ooh, Death Breath. Yes, they start dropping now. Cool. Okay. Let's kind of say, yeah, let's clone ourselves. Boom. Okay. That did not feel all that impressive, to be honest. Though, with a pet build like this, it is difficult to ascertain whether one additional minion is making all that much of a difference. Moment the cooldown is gone, we'll swap it back.
Minions. The imbecile who slew my brother Belial now means to aid the keep's beleaguered soldiers. She brings a girl with her who could undo us all. But I am not Belial. He was weak and cowered behind his disguises. Of course they failed him. We will seize our victory through bloodshed.
Victory through bloodshed. Well, at least Asmodon is a bit more of a straight shooter. Oh, hello. Goodbye. You are a teleporter. Juggernaut, Vortex, teleporter and a waller. Oh, that's an interesting combination of things. I must admit, I'm not entirely sure what a Juggernaut is. Is that a new mod? Or is it just one I've forgotten about?
That is not possible.
By the way, well, sick our skeletons on you. Summon more bone mages, and then you're dead. Oh, and good news. Simulacrum has recharged. We can pick a different skill again. Alternatively, what we could do is experiment with some of the skills that we have been ignoring for a while and just try to see, now that we have all of our runes available, to see if there's anything nice in there. Because we can always go back to the golem. So, Army of the Dead, we only tried it in its natural form against the Skeleton King pack in Act 1. So 12,000 to 50,000 is, well, you're going from large numbers to even larger numbers. Could be interesting. So let's give that a shot. In the next larger fight, we're gonna summon the Army of the Damned. Army of the Dead. Not the Damned. Army of the Damned, of course, is the Vaal skeletons from A Path of Exile. Okay, let's just keep consuming more corpses. I'm tempted to maybe at some point also just maybe just try out some different corpse consuming mechanics as well. Oh, we have a fight that probably could do with a Army of the Dead. If only we can locate where the boss is. Lots of beamies here, that's not really a great thing. Yeah, there we are. Army of the Dead. Okay. It took a lot of damage, but to be honest, I kind of overlooked how it looked, because I was just too busy not getting hit. But sort of kind of seemed successful. We'll need to try that one again, just to see whether it was actually the Army of the Dead or whether it was simply just the other minions doing their job. Because, well, don't forget, we do have a bunch of kick-ass minions.
You must be the one that lit the signal fires. Help me free the recruits so they can raise this catapult. Over here.
Free the recruits.
Excellent. Let's protect the recruits while they raise the catapult.
Okay, now you need to get 3 recruits out, so that's 1. There are 3 in total, yeah, that's 2. And then on 3 we can move back and actually protect them. There's 3. Exactly. Okay, prepare for the next attack. Prepare some more, maybe? Hello? Yes, there it is. It's our enemies are at, or the counter is at a half of its time
Having
attack.
trouble thinking?
Okay, need more enemies. Small XP bonus is always welcome though.
The keep has been sorely damaged here, but it must hold.
Okay, almost there. There we are. Good. There is a 1. 2 more to go. Okay, next one is already marked on the map. That helps us. Flinching Shrine. That is faster attacks. Lovely.
We're all going to die.
Hello there, Mr. Cheerful.
Save yourself.
I wish we could have helped you.
Hello there.
Scout, the soldiers need to be
Sorry, didn't mean to click through that, but it was a little bit of a habit. But the soldiers need to be protected. So, fight off the attackers. There we go. Okay, we can stick the skeletons on the thing in the back. Then we'll take the other minions over here. Okay, there's quite some demons here. Okay. Might be a moment for the army of the dead. And again,
Rathma has blessed me.
must admit, I did not see it actually doing anything, despite it saying raise a massive skeletal army. Yeah. Okay, so Army of the Dead, it's kind of disappointed. I gave it a shot, I gave it another shot. After the cooldown has passed, we're gonna swap it out for something else. Oh, which reminds me, we picked up a unique item. Let's actually have a idea that it's a legendary staff. Malof's Focus. Enemies occasionally flee at the sight of the staff. Well, as a ranged summoner in hardcore, that is pretty welcome actually. Also, the damage is pretty darn ludicrous. But it's a level 61 item, so that actually makes sense. Level requirement is reduced by 21, so you could use this to hand it to a level 40 character and have it just absolutely massacre the entirety of the game. And this one is even so powerful that it is good for us, despite it having 912 dexterity instead of intelligence. It is good despite not even having our primary stat. But you don't complain about the good things that you get given. Well, of course you can, but you shouldn't. Appreciate the things you get. Let's see, this is for, wow, level 65. That's not going to be relevant until a while. A slight increase in recovery. Let's just swap these around. No. It's... Sure, we'll push your recovery a little bit. It's not really gonna be great for us, but it will be even better for you. Now that I'm focused on gear, might as well focus on all the items. Okay. We now have a pretty nice looking staff, I must say. Hey, and the Army of the Dead has recharged. So that is good. Means we can replace it with something else. So, what are we gonna replace it with? I haven't actually tried Land of the Dead yet. All corpse skills can be used at will for 10 seconds. I wonder if we can massively increase the amount of time that we build up for this one. Okay. They don't call... Oh yeah, all the skills don't cost essence. Okay. Let's do the one where it deals some damage. Sure. Ah! That is the scare effect from the staff doing its thing. And there it is. The final.
You're here alone?
Of course I'm bloody well alone. Everyone else has gone and died. But I'll be damned if I'll leave my post. Make yourself useful and spin that winch.
Aye aye sir. Let's get some enemies up. Or some things. And then spin the winch. Summon. Spin the winch. Summon. Spin the winch. Not really a lot of stuff happening just yet. Okay, he summons, spin the winch.
I am not strong enough to lift you alone. Could you please ask my friend over there to lend a bloody hand?
So, bit passive aggressive much.
Damn! I promised Captain Hurl I'd watch my temper. Do me a favour, and don't mention that I shouted at you a little, alright?
And that concludes our run of the Battlements of Stonefort. Let's return back to Bastion's Keep.
Returning to town.
While you tinkered with your paltry catapults, my demons breached the depths of your keep. Once they've claimed the Black Soulstone for me, your entire world will burn.
I suspect he's really bad at keeping secrets. Because why would you want to tell your enemies about breaking into the depths of the keep? You want that as a surprise so they can come at you while they're sleeping. You don't want to spoil it. Ah, silly demon.
Asmodan's demons have opened an enormous hole in our walls and are flooding into the depths. If it is not closed, the keep will be overrun.
Leave it to me.
I knew Zoltan Kuhl was special from the moment I met him. He had a keen mind for the arcane. During the hunt for the three, he was the bearer of the soul stones, and must have studied them intently. Though it is an aberration, the Black Soul Stone is a testament to his genius. The Black Soul Stone was created to be an improvement over the original three. They were crafted to contain single demons, but Kuhl intended his to hold many. But the Black Soul Stone is flawed, and cannot contain that many demons for long. We must capture Azmodan within it, and shatter it, lest all these evils be reborn.
That's ominous.
Of the many things I find intriguing about humans, the greatest is their endless thirst for knowledge. Angels believe that everything there is to know is written in the scroll of fate. Therefore, curiosity is not a common angelic trait. Ironically, my suspicions have been confirmed. Angels do not, in fact, know everything. Seeing the world through mortal eyes has given me much to ponder. I am once again filled with the thrill of battle. It has been too long since I have raised my blade against the forces of the burning hells. I remember countless battles within the heart of Pandemonium, as my brethren and I risked everything to drive the demon spawn back to their hells.
Light and darkness are essential to the balance. They must have been incredible battles.
They were glorious. We waged our eternal conflict since the light first broke upon creation. But now, for the first time, it feels as if its end is in sight. You are a great warrior.
No, I merely have a good commander.
I do what I can. Imperius himself would have been hard-pressed to hold these walls as long as these soldiers have. This world owes them a great debt.
Imperius? I do not know him.
Imperius is the Archangel of Valor. It is he who commands the legions of the high heavens.
Ah yeah, good old Imperius. We'll get to him once we see him in the story.
Which battle do you remember best?
We thought we had lost everything at the 5th battle of the Diamond Gates. The prime evils and their legions crashed against the very entrance of heaven itself. But one of my most trusted lieutenants, Iswal, turned them back. Still, the day might have been lost had the demon lords not fallen to fighting amongst themselves. So confident of their impending victory, they turned on each other over the spoils they had yet to win. I shudder to think what the demon lords might accomplish should they ever stop betraying one another. Such is the self-defeating nature of evil.
Okay, and that was what Tyrael had to say. I think this is a nice point to call this an end to the episode, because we handled everything up on the battlements, and now we're gonna go into the depths, which of course is a nice change of scenery for next time. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next episode. Bye bye.